game up. Lower bracket final decision time in Group B. It's Lucifer once again, being defeated by Linguagua, dropping down to the lower bracket where he will find 14 Sway again. He met him already in the winners semifinal, dude.
Did you see Lucifer's avatar icon? That's the coolest fucking icon I've ever seen. When you load into the game, you see it for a moment before the game is ready.
Okay.
It's Frostmourne fighting the Warglaves from Illidan.
That's pretty damn cool. But no, I didn't.
I want that.
Okay. So 14 Sway has defeated Ice Orc before as a human. Now he's switching back to Night Elf as he did in the winner bracket semi-final before. Was defeated by Lucifer, but Lucifer seemed a lot stronger 2 days ago. Maybe it's a little bit of a matchup thingy. He starts again with a Tet Fiend build and a DK and rushes right over and wants to punish this Keeper of the Grove pick.
Previously, when they met, it was a 1 Archer expansion, which is absolutely the right build to go for if the undead has few ghouls early. So, is 14 Sway gonna do that again? Yes, he is. Oh, very aggressively positioned, though. Over at the gold mine. That's a little bit risky. Especially when there's no wisps around.
We have another donation. Thank you, Tuantran43, for the €5. Best channel on Twitch TV. With lots of exclamation marks. Thank you very much. Very flattering.
Kills the frog, gets the skeletons, but there's a wisp here. Good job, 14 Sway, my boy.
He's your boy now.
Yeah, he's my boy. Can you attack this wisp? No, he can't. Wow.
Just with range.
This tree is actually super good. You can put the wisp there, it protects the tree, can't even get attacked. It's kind of broken. It's not broken, but it's a little too strong, maybe.
Okay, this harass didn't do anything just yet.
Yeah.
Expo still
This
running.
is why I'm really not a fan of this Tet Fiend build. Like, what are you can't do anything right now against this Night Elf build. This is just a hard counter build. What's your view on this, Neo?
The player's forces are under attack.
I guess the time for this build to shine is not now, but later. With earlier fiends, so you can't be outmassed with air too easy. But yeah, it's super weak against expansions. It's super weak in harass. You have to get a lot of stuff done in, and you have to do a lot of catching up on tier 2 and 3.
The thing also here on Concealed, it can be really tough for Night Elf to creep the natural, even with a level 2 keeper. But you don't really have ghouls to bring, because you intentionally didn't go for ghouls. That being said though, ghouls being moved out along with the fiend. Are they going to be aggressive or just creeping instead?
Just creeping.
Just creeping. DK, Entangle, not surrounded quite yet. Whew, that was a last second close.
Oh boy, he lost 3 charges of the rod, he lost the TP, he lost 2/3 of his HP.
And with the TP now used, that means that this hard camp, which normally can be harassed really well, 14 Sway knows, hey, suddenly this is super easy.
It's pretty much the perfect early.
Yep. Absolutely agree.
Soaks up the poison with the tree, so the archers are undamaged. Crystal Ball, also very cool for him.
Where's he gonna scan? Where's he gonna scan now?
I think just main.
I think the merchant.
Let's see, whenever he's using it. And super easy level 3 as well.
Use the crystal ball, come on! It's free!
DK is
it's free real estate.
Slaughterhouse, 2 fiends in the main, protected from Entangle, but the DK isn't. And they are meeting each other now. Ooh, that could have been quite some damage.
Telestaff.
Well, it's kind of not stealing, but getting it so the DK can't get it and get out of surround. Yep. And of course Entangle.
I mean, you're right that this build for Undead, it goes into Fiends quickly and it has a decent tier 3 timing, but it always feels like before that you can do nothing. Like, nothing. He's just sitting there, level 2, and even this move out with the Fiends, despite the fact that it's right next to the main, is dangerous. If a Keeper shows up here, he's either going to be killing Fiends or it's going to be draining all of the DK's mana.
Entangle,
Nice
Treants, right clicks, kills the Ziggurat. No, just goes for harass as the tech is only at 50%. This will force some coils. Oh, there's one. Nova, staff out. One Acolyte kill and tech. That seems like nothing, and it does so much.
He had 6 though, so.
Ah,
He's 7 5.
oh, you're right. Okay, then it doesn't do much.
Oh my god, you can't lose it though. Okay, make sure it survives with the second coil. But yeah, he didn't get an Acolyte, but this was still a good attack. This still slowed down the creeping by so much. This didn't cost a TP. This was just the Telestaff. And yeah, turns out there was a great purchase here of the Telestaff.
Yeah.
By the Keeper. Now with the scan, where's the scan? Ah, scanned the lab. We're both wrong.
But the guy who's very right is Serbian Jarks, because he supports us with a 14-month resub. Lots of support from Serbia today, saying thanks for your streams, thanks for your support. And the thing is, 14 Sway has still so many archers. It's 6 archers. He's now going into Hippo Riders. And it's always a problem for Night Elf if they lose too many archers and they have to go into fairies early and then you lack some damage. But nothing like this in this game.
Interestingly also, 14 Sway is playing a little bit differently compared to 2 days ago, where he was playing more aggressively on this map and lost the game because of a failed creep drag. This time he's playing it more carefully. He's going to be creeping up instead, going to get his Alchemist levels, which also have great value, by the way. The Keeper levels really don't do much anymore beyond level 3. Not that much. Whereas Alchemist, he is scaling really well, especially once he gets level 3, which he's pretty close to now. Lucifer's finally getting his levels, but still not level 3 on the deathmatch.
Thank you, Begabin, for your prime sub. Orb is up, good damage on the Lich, level 2. Next item, Heal Potion. Destroyer upgrade, 50% done. But you can see that now in the bottom right with the upgrades shown in our UI. 14 Sway, Expo up, additional mining. And we're ready to go for the first fights. Maybe switching into Fairy Dragons, who are always really good against statues. And they can't be nuked. But Lucifer is the one making his way over with ghouls. Ready to kill this
that's a free
expansion?
fiend kill right there.
Ouch.
On the other side. As 14 Sway is looking for the counterattack already. There is also Nature's Blessing early on, importantly. So, Tree of Life is pretty tanky. But it's quite a bit of damage here on this Night of Expansion. This could be the Expo falling, but it's a lot of damage in the Undead's main.
Okay, let's see how much damage they can do. He's repairing a little, I guess. Acid Bomb on the Acolytes. He's getting rid of all the mining and gets level 3. And the Ghoul will be falling as well. Double Spirit Tower now. Gotta be a little careful with this Keeper. I don't think he has the damage to kill the Gold Mine. Expo is still up. Repaired a lot to buy time. Okay, now it's falling. But on the price of the Haunted...
Yeah, I don't think this Acolyte can save this anymore. There's more Entangle, the Haunted falls. And smart counterattack here by 14 Sway. Just smart play after smart play, getting him further and further ahead in this game. Goes back to the main to heal up at the Moonwells. The juice isn't quite good enough though. And this push is still kind of scary by Lucifer. He's only got 3 Fiends and a Destroyer. So maybe not that scary.
Web is ready. No. Oh, Alchemist in trouble. Has no consumables. The shop is gone as well. Last bit of moon juice, but the Lich is full mana. Next Nova's gonna kill this Alch.
DK does out of mana. And if the Alchemist falls, the
No, he doesn't.
Air units won't.
The Alchemist's still alive. 30 supply. 30 HP. And now the Fiends are falling in rapid succession, and Lucifer leaves the game. 1-0 14 Sway. Perfect game. Pretty much.
Really well played. Smart play. And you know, this is what these games with these openings look like if your name is not happy. I've been seeing so many games of happy where also the opening isn't really good, but it works because it's happy. But everyone else who's not that good, it's not a build order win, but it's kind of close to a build order win. One Archer expansion is super strong when it can't be punished, and it can't be punished when you play early Graveyard.
It looked really tough. Not too sure if it's also a map thing, So you want to go for more creeping because the map is so big. You can get the dragons with early web maybe, but that all didn't work. A little recap from the other groups. Joshishi is qualified for the top 8. Hawk is facing Elegant at the moment for the top 8. TH is qualified. PCG is qualified as well after defeating Alice with 2-0. And Shao Kai is qualified alongside Czech after defeating Shao KK. So the only 2 games running at the moment is Hawk versus Elegant and Lucifer versus 14 Sway, which is our game, of course.
Hawk has the chance at his revenge. Never would have thought that Hawk doesn't make it out of this group, actually, but he's been struggling hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I really don't know how much he's playing at the moment. And how serious he takes things. He always has these ups and downs.
True.
And with the MTW situation, of course, this might have been a little demotivating.
Yeah, that must have been a real bummer, man.
Yeah.
You get picked up, hired by a new team, and they're paying a decent salary. And you're like, oh man, things are looking up again. So cool. Finally, a pro player again. And then 3 months later, everything's in the shitter.
Yeah. Not too great. But we haven't gotten any results from his game against Elegant. Maybe these performances help. Maybe some Chinese team will pick him up to tier 2 team. Maybe. I guess the first game is running for 20 minutes. That's quite long. But his games seem to be super long today. The Night Elf versus Human games. So our second game is starting, and it's match points for 14 Sway. In case you haven't heard, there's another next edition announced. That's going to be next autumn for $14,000. 16 great players. Happy is one of them. In the group of death, though, facing TH first in the winner bracket semifinal of his group. The other 2 players in his group, Infi and So-In. Super crazy.
Dude, I mean, yeah, tough for Happy, but what the hell is So-In thinking?
He should, like, yes, he's playing 2 human, like the 2 greatest human, but...
And the greatest undead. Like,
And the greatest
how are
undead.
you not saying that this group is super tough for him?
Yeah, it is possibly the worst group he could get, but he is very good against human, and Happy is pretty, like, I don't want to say bad. He's not that great against orcs, so
It's his worst matchup. Yeah.
it's his worst matchup indeed.
He's still one of the 2 best, though. But yeah, here we go. Our next map is beginning. We have 14 Sway with the lead in the bottom left on Last Refuge, and top right, it's Lucifer, who is switching up his build. Thank goodness.
Yay!
Going for the ghoul opening, which is, I'm pretty damn sure, the better opening. Makes it so that you do have something to use aggressively if it should be proper. And a 1 archer expansion is definitely begging to be cancelled.
Alright, 14 Sway boosting his win rate against undead, staying at 60% at the moment. Clothing.
Why aren't undeads counter expanding that much anymore, by the way? I think Keeper expansion should be great to counter expand against, because the later the game goes, the better it normally always is against for undead. And also, with Keeper being the hero of choice for the Night Elf, you can even hold on tier 2. Oftentimes, Undead really needs tier 3 and isn't competitive before tier 3. But if it's Keeper, he's not that good, just in general, in the late game. And towers are pretty good against the Keeper. And whether he goes Dryads or Fairies on tier 2, both can be dealt with pretty well defensively with Fiends and towers.
Maybe Wisp Detonate against the Blight is a reason, and Tree Enterras?
Yeah, possible. I'm not talking about the tier 1 expansion. I think that one's a little bit risky. But tier 2 expansion, there used to be a time where we saw like 1 or 2 Gargs into tier 2 Expo. I think that's still really good. With a bit of harass before, try to slow down the Keeper and stuff. But we're not seeing that so much anymore.
Lucifer not taking yet, has a couple of ghouls, pulls them now, and snare on this one. Again, as we said already, no Demon Hunters, so we can use some coils here. And maybe this time reduce the amount of archers before the first push.
Lucifer main base, second crypt.
Oh. Oh, okay. He's really triggered today. I mean, he's played this all-in strategies for quite some time. But
Alright.
this is his tournament life on the line right here. And he's playing a Ghoul Rush on LR.
This is extremely snowbally. If the first couple of archers die, this could very well be doable. This keeper still isn't level 2, no entangle, the Moonwell's gonna fall. DK here with a coil, not the aura that we saw 2 days ago. Almost gets the surround on the keeper, that was really close actually. 14-20 needs to buy more time for more archers and tier 2. Tier 2 with a second hero is gonna be the actual savior against this build. But it's gonna be a while.
14 is buying the time with the Treants, but that's on the clock. He has no level 2, not too much mana, not too much moon juice anymore. At least he's keeping the ghouls away from the base and from the archers, so the only thing he's losing efficiently is the summons. And buys time for the tech. This alchemist will wreck the ghouls.
Yep. Alchemist or Panda are both really good against the mass ghouls. I've seen Lucifer play plenty of mass ghouls games, double crypt ghoul rush, and he's actually been successfully, many times, been able to transition into a tier 2, despite this crazy heavy commitment.
That's always baffling to me how this works, but with the surround, that certainly helps. He's losing 1 ghoul for it, he's losing 2 ghouls for it, but forces the TP. Indeed. And that's low mana, low HP. Third ghoul, okay.
3 ghouls for a TP, great trade for the Night Elf. Super calm and collected, by the way, by 14 Sway. Most Night Elves would set up a second defensive Ancient of War just to be safe, but he's like, nah, don't need that, I'm fine. And now without a TP, he's moving out again. Okay, this is not just confident, this is a little bit reckless, because if he gets surrounded here, oh my god, it's so close. That could have been perhaps the game right there. Dude, 14 Sway, calm down a little. There's no need to take so many risks.
He's surrounded, but there's an entangle on the DK who's saying, oh no, he's walking out of the surround super easy. Lucifer needs another surround instantly, otherwise the DK is dead because he sold his TP as well for the... Oh, can he reach? He's not getting the surround. That's a dead DK. One more attack. Or maybe 2. Oh, Alchemist. Hello, level 2. Acid Bomb, right click. He gets the surround. Okay. But there's more damage, maybe? I don't know. Okay, kills the Keeper of the Grove as well. 1-for-1 trade. But the Alchemist got so much experience. And he is the hard counter to a Ghoul Rush. Lucifer's trying it again. DK bought back. Needs more surrounds and kills.
Yeah. Has to find these kills and gets the Alchemist that should... Oh, doesn't quite surround him though. There was an opening right there, but it's so many ghouls. Not that hard to actually get these surrounds. I say, but then again, Alchemist walking it off again. Acid Bomb still ticking. Archers though can't quite keep up with these ghouls, of course. There is still no transition at all for Lucifer. Only tier 1. Only mass ghouls. Still trying to get the Al. Can't quite get it though. We have double Ancient of Wind coming up, by the way. But... could be easily getting cancelled, perhaps. Ghouls are right here.
Acid Bomb. Risking some right clicks. Oh, the archers are not protected anymore. Acid Bomb pretty much only hit the DK. Level 2 now. Is it heal spray even? No. Chemical Rage and... Rage quit with that as well. Lucifer is out. That was one of the shortest series we've seen in a long time.
Yeah. The Ghoul Rush, not working. I'm kind of impressed with 14 Sway's hold, especially with not being a Night Elf main race player. He was looking really solid in his defense there.
Yeah.
Well done.
I agree. Not even a second Engine of War. Not getting too many archers. Just very simple. And very effective. Unfortunately, yet another ex-MTW player is out. That is Hawk. Elegant 2-0'd him. So we can conclude the groups, the round of 32, over now. And here are the results. From the winner bracket of Group A, Ichidoshi, followed by Elegant. This is not updated yet, but will be in a bit. Linguagua, the winner of Group B, and 14 Sways. So far, 4 Chinese, TH is the 5th one. PCG is the 6th one. Czech is the only non-Chinese in the top 8, as he defeated Shao Kai, who then got the revenge through the lower bracket. So Czech, Shao Kai, TH, PCG, 14 Sway Linguagua, and Elegant and Joshishi.
Huh.
And they will play on Friday in the round of 8. We will broadcast the round of 4 again on Saturday, because the pro qualifiers are tomorrow and Friday.
Is Lucifer out of WGL with that? Yes, but he already was before. There's no way for Lucifer to qualify for the main event anymore. But perhaps he's going to try his luck in the next qualifier regardless.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of money on the line and exposure as well. Hopefully fun as well. All the best.
It didn't look like he was having that much fun today, though.
Not today. With the Crypt Lord he had on Monday, you can check the games on our YouTube. But yeah, today was the dark side of Lucifer, for sure. So,
Linguagua and 14 Sway, though, both looking pretty impressive today, in my opinion. Looking very collected as well. Looking like they always had an idea for what to do, even if they do fall behind, which I always think is a great trait to have. So looking forward to see how they'll be faring in group stage 2, and maybe if they make it in the top 4.
Hopefully. Tomorrow then, as we said, pro qualifier. What do we have in the pro qualifier stream? Well, I will tell you. Don't know what group we're going for yet, but they all look kind of cool. There we go. Group A is Lin, Angshi, Sok, and Colorful. Group B, Focus Moon, So In Romantic. That looks great. Group C is Infihug, Chimiko, and WFZ. And Group D is 120 Yumiko, Lawlight, and the Reforged Fly. I actually have no big favorite in the groups.
Really? I think it has to be B or D. One of the two.
Yeah, I'd agree. But I would be fine with C as well if someone forces me to do it, but B and D definitely the best ones here. What first round game would you go for?
Good question.
I think the most potential for craziness has 120 versus Yumiko, but on the other side, it could also be a Stomp.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
a-
a stomp.
It's a
honestly.
coin toss. I don't know. It's 120 in qualifiers. That's always.
Yumiko likes to play this strange MK first tier 2 style, though, and 120 is the master of counter builds.
We'll see. Maybe just the first thing that comes to mind tomorrow will be our game. We will not ask you again. You failed that. Thank you, Felixandro, for the 3-month resub, and thank you, King in the North, for the 8-month resub. And with that, thank you all for tuning in. If you like what you see, like us here on Twitch, like us on Facebook, like us on Twitter, like us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, join our Discord, throw us a donation, subscribe at Twitch, buy our merchandise, use our referral links, and of course watch all the content without ad block. How to do that? All the important links in the description. There's also the link to our homepage where the schedule is. We're back tomorrow, 1 p.m. CEST. Stay tuned, and if you have feedback to our update for the UI, posted in our Discord. #feedback is the channel. Remo, any closing words to our amazing audience?
It's pretty amazing that you always get this goodbye so fluently without even having a list, man, time and time again. Pretty impressive, Neo. Yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you'll be back tomorrow and the day after and the rest of the week, because we're going to be here every day. So, yeah, I wish you a pleasant Wednesday, and see you soon.
Adios.